Alright guys, Flo from Boxing Evolution TV, and I'm here with Jason Owen at UFW MMA, and Jason is actually a hired dwarf MMA fighter, aren't you, for the evening?
I certainly am. I got approached by the agency saying, do I fancy doing the fight for tonight, and I thought after 10.5 years might as well get back into the swing of it and get myself back into the fitness industry, and go from there, do the stepping stone from there, and then wherever it leads to, like what more doors it open for me, and leave it like that, and like leave it all the doors open.
Now, you're certainly someone who has not let your disadvantaged size hold you back in life. You've been a pro bodybuilder, haven't you?
Yeah, started off in 2007, where I had 2 years out through a bit of a back injury, like it's prone for dwarves, but I thought carry on, trying to get back to fitness and repair myself. And in 2007 I started training again, and then in 2009 I done my first ever bodybuilding show, and fortunately enough I came as the first UK dwarf bodybuilder. And with that, it's just basically, how can I put it? It opened up more doors. I got scouted for the GB team, powerlifting team, and I visited Poland, Jordan, and in 2012, in January, unfortunately, I had to leave the GB team because the IPC, the International Paralympic Committee, weren't classifying me through my disability condition, like my elbows. And the reason why, because of my elbows, if I'm going against like an amputee or a CB like cerebral palsy, and they're doing a 0 degree lockout, it's unfair on them that I'm just locking out, and in a way acting out I'm locking out, but I'm not, and they're actually giving it the full beans, and they're locking out to the full stretch, and it's unfair on them, because the rules state is it don't go by weight category. It goes by weight category, but the rules are your lockout when you're bench pressing, it's got to be 20 degrees or less. And unfortunately, out in Jordan, where it all started going downhill a bit, was my right elbow was 25 and my left was 28. But independently, we got it down to 15 on the right elbow and 18 on the left elbow. And I had to keep my chin up high and just carry on. Been kicked to the, not kicked to the floor, but it was a bit of a heartbreak, and just watched like the London 2012 Paralympics at home.
Oh, that's a shame. But that brings me on to kind of really why I wanted to interview you. You've come down today, and you've been hired in to fight with another dwarf person, and you know, for all intents and purposes, people are just there to laugh, aren't they? Really. Now, what I want to say is, how do you keep your self-confidence, and how can you even get into the ring when you know that's what you're doing? I mean, how can you find it? You know, how do you not go to sleep at night crying? You know, that's what I want to know. And tell me.
Well, it's the way I've been brought up by my mum and dad, and I was born, my mum is chondroplasia, she's got dwarfism, my dad was average height, and both sides of the family, my dad's side and my mum's side, are tall and built, and I was fortunate to have the genes brought with, as I call it, brought with me, so like I can carry it. For a chondroplasia, I'm tall and wide, and then I thought, right, okay, take advantage of that, and I thought I started training actually at the age of 5, but I wasn't doing no like heavyweights. I was doing like 2.5s, 1.25s, because when you're young, your bones are still growing, and your bones are like more fragile than when you get to an adult. And with that, my mum and my dad has always brought me up the correct way. If they look at you, they laugh at you, then crack on and just ignore it. And one famous word my mum always said to me, people are going to stare at you, people are going to look at you, but give them something to look at and stare at and be inspired by.
And you know, I think you've done that 100%, because, you know, I see you doing more of your life than a lot of able-bodied people. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people who could do really well with their lives and they just choose not to.
Yeah, unfortunately, with people like in that situation and scenario, it's all about the background and the way they've been brought up and who they have in their like circle and like friends and family. And if they ain't been in the right circle and right family, then they start thinking negative. And as I said, with me, I'm lucky to have.
So you attribute your positive mindset purely to having the right parents in your life and raising you up with that kind of mindset?
Yeah, and like turn a negative into a positive instead of having a negative, stay with a negative. If someone's going to be negative, then I'll try and switch it, turn it into positive. Or if like prime examples, like being an ex-doorman and everything, and doing all the courses like SIA.
Yeah, check this, guys. He's been a bouncer as well. He's actually been a bouncer. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's had its moments, and I've seen all different walks of life, and I've never had I had one near death death situation, and I've like run like only a couple of doors, but one of the best doors I've ever run was the famous nightclub was Sugar Hut, and I was running it at Fulham, and I left there to concentrate on my studies, and unfortunately my studies went a bit downhill because I was still a young lad. I thought like go out gallivanting, and because I like my cars and I'm a car enthusiast, I basically
Thought you'd take the car on, yeah?
yeah, I thought I'd take the car scene on, because I did in the car scene back in 2006, and bless his soul, a man called Matthew Redding, he's like passed away now, and bless his soul, he got his head together with a few of our mates, and he put me up for Mr. Ultimate Streetcar 2006, and one person I've always been inspired by, like in adult terms, is bless his soul, looking down on me. Hopefully, is a guy called Darren Green, who's like my friends who are with me now. One of the young one, CJ, he's knows this Darren as well, and he's well known around in our area, like the Sutton Borough, and he was like always loved. He always cared about people, and he always played pranks on everyone. And he's one person that I've been inspired by, because unfortunately he passed away like outside mine, not literally outside mine, because I'm like come from the old tower of the council estate, from not rock bottom, but not well off, but we survived, like me and my family. When like you see people like that, you think how life is short, and I know, but life is short in every way.
So things like that made you, want to make the most out of everything, yeah?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Make the most out of everything. Whatever gets thrown at me, then I'll take it on the head, take it on the chin.
Give it back 10 times more, I guess.
Yeah, no matter what situation or scenario is, it's just like, just keep your chin going and just keep fighting, because, as they say, life is like a battle. You just got to keep fighting. If once you're down, then you just got to pick yourself up. I know it's easier said than done. It's like I'll give a message to anyone, and I'll give a message to everyone out there who's going through this situation, is that once you're down, the only way is up.
Well, that's it. Once you're at rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up, yeah?
Certainly, in my case, I'm trying to find my yellow pages or something, try and find them, and like, I can't find them, but at the end of the day, I just make a good thing out of a situation, no matter if it's good or bad or whatever.
Well, listen, I think your interview today is going to inspire a lot of people, so high five, yeah, high five to you. Now, listen, one last question. You're fighting tonight. What round are you going to stop him in?
I don't want to...
Is that your opponent there? Come here. His opponent's coming. Come in here.
How you doing, man?
Right, this guy didn't turn... Oh, no, you're a different opponent, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a different guy.
Right, we're just discussing the fight right now. We're discussing the fight.
To be honest, I'm a bit nervous.
You're a bit nervous?
Yeah.
He reckons he's going to destroy you. What do you reckon?
So, yeah.
Come on, man. We want to see some fighting spirit in there.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll see what I can take on, and I'll try my best to do whatever I can to take him down or whatever. I don't know, but he seems a bit...
He's a tough cookie. Don't be too mean to him. This is your first fight.
Yeah, exactly. He seems a bit tough guy, man. I can tell that he's got lots of muscles on him and stuff like that. So
you've probably got the speed. He's probably got the speed. So let's see how it pans out tonight. But listen,
as they say, don't ever judge a book by its cover.
never judge a book by its cover.
Always, no matter what cover you get put in front
But
of
you do have to watch out for the Orientals, mate. They're trained from young, aren't they?
I've got a few Oriental mates.
You never know, I might be the cousin of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he is. He might be the cousin of Bruce Lee, so you better watch out there. But listen, this is sorry, what's your name again? Leon. And this is and Jason. Sorry, Jason. They're fighting tonight, but these are both very inspirational people. Flo from Boxing Evolution TV. Over and out.